Welcome to the Minecraft Speedrunning April Recap. Now, before we get into the April runs, there are a few runs from Arch that I did not cover in my This Week in Speedrunning series. Anyways, let's get into these runs. In Archie, Akshay spawns and loots a buried treasure. He gets more than enough iron, food, and TNT. He blows up trees, trying to get flint in the process, mining the gravel then letting it explode. He places the TNT in a great spot where he gets 14 logs, spotting a nearby magma ravine where he builds his portal. Now, it's important to note that Akshay will probably try to play this nether no matter what. The reason is that this run happened in a tournament setting, and this is a crucial point at that. It's an RSG tournament where players get points based on how fast their completions are, and Akshay has been playing great. He's currently tied for first. The problem is, there's only 10 minutes left in the tournament, so between Skycrab and Akshay, the next completed seed will most likely win the tournament. So there's more pressure here than just a PB chance. You can only imagine Akshay's excitement when they spawn to the nether and instantly get a spike, indicating that he's right next to a bastion. On top of the treasure bastion, he spots a fortress. He does a clean bastion route, which is a little interrupted by the skeleton, before checking their trades at 310, where they have 22 pearls, 5 beds, 3 respawn anchors, but only 17 obsidian, so we need 3 more at the 18 gold. And it hits. He enters the fortress he saw earlier at 340, where he spots 2 blazes under the fortress, giving 1 to drop. He arrives at the spawner at 410, where he activates the spawner and kills 1 blaze that doesn't drop. He blaze beds and gets his 4 spawn shortly after with 2 dropping, including doing this cool thing on the boat. He waits for 10 seconds before getting another 4 spawn, getting to 6 rods and blinding at 525. Akshay measures an eye, and the stronghold is close, with great terrain, so it takes 10 seconds to get to cords, and another 10 to build a portal, where he enters the stronghold at 610, instant navving, rescanning a few times, and then death resetting. He enters the end at 635, where he discovers that he is buried 6 blocks deep. He mines 5 blocks on pearl clips. Fortunately for Akshay, the tower is as simple as it gets, front and caged. He builds up to Y95 and is able to get the first bed off with time to spare. From there, he's able to kill the dragon, completing his time for the 721 and winning the tournament.
Damage! Bang! Come on! Come on!
Let's go!
Come on, chat! Let's fucking go! Look at that fly down. 722, chat!
Go!
And that is how you end a tournament!
In another RSG run, Airpodsz spawns in and loots a coastal rune portal where he scans for buried treasure, which he finds pretty far away at 20 seconds. He gets 1 piece of TNT, which he uses to explode a dark oak tree, getting 17 logs. Combined with the rune portal where he gets 8 iron, he gets 8 iron to make a pickaxe and shovel. Using the gold to make an axe, he runs back to the rune portal where he's able to use the lava to enter the nether at a slow 130. He instantly sees a stable bastion with 2 separated triples. From the trades, Airpodsz gets a ton of pearls, but not enough obsidian. No matter, he's able to get all that from the chests. The bigger problem is that he's leaving the bastion with 4 explosives. He has an unlucky pearl to the fortress, losing 15 seconds. Still, he enters the fortress at 430, where he lowers his render distance and kills 3 strays with 2 dropping. He gets up to 4 rods from the spawner, before pre-crafting. After he's done pre-crafting, he kills 2 more blazes, which drop 2 more rods, leading to Airpodsz blinding at 530. The blind is 900 blocks, where Airpodsz pearls and bridges to cords, entering the stronghold at 615. He scans for a bit before getting a spike, which he uses to enter the portal room from the side, and he has to hit the 2+2 0 cycle. It's open, but he pearls into an enderman, but he still has enough health to get to the cords in time. But, the first arrow of the double bed, he never actually fires the bow. From there, the 0 cycle is fried, so Airpodsz will not get the sub 720. Now, in MCSR ranks, the rune portal seed is clearly the fastest, but you're about to watch Loki's long-standing 626 temple record not only get beaten, but absolutely annihilated. Jay spawns in a looted desert temple where he receives 3 diamonds, 6 iron, a golden apple, and 2 enchanted golden apples. Now, this is a category defining speedrunning, so it makes perfect sense for Jay to mine 37 pieces of gravel before he gets flint. Despite all this, Jay is still able to get a 140 nether enter. He spawns right next to a bridge doing the Sug route, where he gets everything he needs from trades. He enters the fortress at 330, which is pretty fast for temple. He goes to the spawner when he's already at 2 rods, more blazes spawn, getting him to 6 rods quickly, blinding at 440. And on the blind,
What the fuck? What? Oh my god, I'm nervous as shit. What the fuck?
on a speedy temple blind, Jay is able to immediately see the stronghold and portal room. In the end portal, he pre-crafts really fast, especially for the circumstances. but the end kills all chances of this run being world record. The platform was buried under 6 layers of endstone, and after Pearl coming out, Jay sees the front tower is really tall, so he has to do a side setup. He pulls out his bow and goes for double beds, and he realizes that he doesn't have arrows, so he has to kill the Ender Dragon with only single bedding damage. Jay's able to get the sub 6 on the Temple Seed, an absolute anomaly of a run that will not be broken for a while.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
In ranked, Blazebine spawns in and loots a ruined portal, getting a gold axe but no iron pickaxe or food. Blazebine gets 18 logs for blocks and decides to play the run foodless, entering the nether at 30 seconds where he spots the fortress and runs to it for 20 seconds to get to the housing where he shreds through the top chest to get enough iron nuggets for the pickaxe. He quickly gets all his trades where he pearls back to his home portal to enter the fortress at 2:35. He kills 2 stray blazes that drop, making a mistake by missing the bow clutch, which leads him to not being able to pearl to the spawner in 15 seconds. He plays the spawner itself great, where he kills 3 initial spawns, getting 2 rods, where he double blaze beds, building out the spawner while blinding. The blind is 500 blocks away, where he death resets underwater. He gets a 4 spawn of blazes when re-entering the nether, but only has to kill 3 to get all of his eyes, where he leaves for the stronghold at 440. The terrain is lava only, but the portal's coordinates are right on the leg of the fortress. He enters the stronghold at 5 minutes, where he scans and rescans before entering the portal room at 5:20, where he pre-crafts and death resets. The end is open, and Blazebine goes for the 1 in 8 0 cycle. He explodes 3 beds before he uses the anchor in bed to deal the final blow, amounting to his 6:22 ranked speedrun time. Before I get into this run, the only recording of it is Fuzz King watching it, so this breakdown will not be as in-depth. Fuzz King loots a room portal which has looting 2, an iron pickaxe, a gold apple, but no gold axe. So he has to punch trees with his fist, leading to a 107 nether enter. Fuzz King instantly sees a housing with plenty of obsidian. I don't know what he gets here because it's just a replay, but he pearls and enters the fort at 3:20 with looting. He kills blazes and blinds at 3:50. He goes to close terrain where he enters the stronghold at 4:40, which is sub 6 pace. He goes mid and runs for 20 blocks, turns left, and sees the portal room, which he pearls into to death reset. The end is case, so he goes to build up on the high tower, which he does not make. But he does misplace the obsidian 1 too low, so he's actually barely able to get the bed off in time. He can't bow, but he's still able to bed the dragon, securing the sub 6. Into the next run, Weather spawns in and takes 20 seconds to find a buried treasure area before blowing up trees and boating a long way for a magma ravine, entering the nether at 1:50. In the nether, he instantly spots a bastion and is able to see a fortress with the wide macro. Weather leads the bastion early, only having 5 beds and 11 obsidian. He's able to find the fortress at 3:50. He uses a combination of spawners and strays to blind at 5:20 with all of his rods. However, he did use an explosive when he blaze bedded. And remember that he only has 10 obsidian, so he's sending the blind. And he pearls and quickly finds the dig down location. He enters the stronghold at 6 minutes and quickly enters the end where he does go for 0. Unfortunately, it's super buried, no sub 8. Skywool spawns in and sees stone poking out of gravel on the island, getting TNT from a buried treasure to blow up trees before completing a magma ravine that has no right to have lava. They enter the nether at 1:30 where they see a bastion where they do mid-down housing route and get everything they need besides obsidian, which takes forever, and as Skywool pearling up to the top chest. They leave on obsidian before entering the fortress at 4 minutes. They get 6 rods and home portal by 15 where they measure an eye, having the stronghold be 2,000 blocks away, which is normal for a home portal. They re-enter the nether and the terrain is open, but they are still so far away from the stronghold, leading to a 6:40 stronghold enter. Skywool instantly gets a spike which leads to the portal room. After a death reset, they're able to enter the end where they find an easy tower to 0. It's M91, so they go for 99, not getting enough time to get the bow shot off on the first double bed, but a smooth sailing from there, leading to Skywool getting his first sub 8, a 7:53. Akin spawns in and loots a ruined portal without looting, but iron pickaxe and gold axe is good consolation. He kills a cow and gets a ton of wood before he enters the nether at 40 seconds. In the bastion where he does Jimbo James route, he gets 2 stacks of pearls, 20 of obsidian, and 6 explosives before entering the fortress at 3 minutes. He kills a stray blaze before building up and killing a ton more. He blinds at 4:20 with 4 rods, where he learns the stronghold is 200 blocks away. He goes through the rough terrain to enter the stronghold at 5:10, where he gets a spike in a straightforward line to the portal room. He gets an easy tower to 0, and all he has left is to do the beds, where he's able to hit his standard 3+2 or a really fast run.
I mean, Terrain James.
After nothing for a week, Orachi plays an interesting overworld. They loot a buried treasure and a ruined portal as well. After blowing up trees, they go down into the lava ravine, building a scuffed portal and lighting it with a fire charge. He enters the nether at 140 where he instantly gets spiked seeing a beautiful housing bastion. He does a manhunt housing where he gets plenty of pearls and obsidian, but only 2 beds, having 4 respawn anchors to make up for this. He has no rods by 440, but over the next minute he gets 7 rods, pre-crafts, and blinds. The blind is 600 blocks away, so Orachi throws a pearl and mines through a wall to enter the stronghold, acing the straightforward nab, entering the end at 648, where he uses pearl to get to the back 94 tower, which he should hit if nerves don't get in the way. Our next run comes from an unlikely source as one viewer spawns into this rank seed. Let's see what sparks this run.
Dude, what are these cracked seeds, bro? This is like, wait, this is the same seed. Wait, this is the same seed. Wait, this is the same seed!
The seed he's referring to is his current PB. He gets a ton of logs because he knows he'll spawn in the Soul Sand Valley. Another thing that helps is the carrots in the chest. He runs to the treasure bastion, which he routes and leaves at 250 after waiting on obsidian for a bit. He lowers the render distance, making the fortress last only 40 seconds, blinding it under 4 minutes. When he re-enters the nether, he takes damage, making his travel to the second portal slower. He enters the stronghold at 515, where of course, he knows the nab. He death resets before zeroing on the front 94 tower, where he clutches up with the 0 cycle.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It's the same exact seed! I just played my sub 7 seed again, and I got a... Oh my god! I just played my 657 seed again, and I got a... What?
But on the same day, something insane happened to Skycrab. He pie charts a buried treasure, he loots and gets plenty of wood. He leaves the island at 45 seconds where he sees a magma ravine where he builds a portal to enter the nether. Skycrab spawns in and sees a fortress where he runs 20 seconds before spotting a bastion. He loots the bridge, getting a lot of obsidian from the chest, getting 2 stacks of pearls, 4 beds, 2 anchors, and 20 obsidian. He enters the fortress at 350. He lowers his render distance, killing 3 blazes and getting 2 rods before going to the spawner and getting 2 more rods, blinding at 445. He re-enters the nether, needing 2 more rods. He sees 2 blazes and they both drop. He pre-crafts on the way to cores where he enters the stronghold at 537, also known as world record pace. He just needs to instant nav. I'll spoil something for you. The portal room is right through this door, and if he goes through this door, Skycrab will see it. Guess what Skycrab does? He eventually navs back and enters the end at 630, where he can't hit the 0 cycle. Dary loots a buried treasure, which gives him everything he could ask for. Their bigger problem is finding the magma ravine. He goes down here, but it seems hopeless.
Oh my god.
He spawns right next to a housing where the rank-pilled Dary loots the backup gold blocks and takes her into the fortress, which is a little rough, so he takes a very roundabout route where he enters at 430 into the bad part. He still quickly locates a spawner, which he double blaze beds. He first portals at 6 minutes with 5 rods. He doesn't have Ninja Brain bot open, but once he figures that out, the stronghold's really close, and he gets his final rod upon re-entering the nether. The endgame is super fast. He instant navs, death resets, and hits a very easy cage tower 0 cycle.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah!
Fineberg spawns in and loots a buried treasure that contains all his iron. After he explodes this tree, he instantly spots a magma ravine, so Fineberg enters the nether at 135. Fineberg takes 20 seconds to run to the housing, getting plenty of pearls and string. To find the fortress, he already saw a treasure bastion, so he can't pie chart, so he just sends a direction. He enters the fortress at 430, double betting the spawner and blinding at 515 with 4 rods. He pre-crafts, goes back to the nether, and gets blaze rods, which is followed by good terrain to enter the stronghold at 630. He is greeted by an incredibly easy nav, which is followed by a death reset, where he enters the end at 645. The tower is back 91, which Fineberg can hit. He is known for some suspect beds, but that does not happen here.
Nice.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. In 1 month, school will be donezo, so I'm very excited for that to kind of bring a quality uptick in these videos. And stay flinting, I guess.